And then the fights between Black Adam and the Justice Society were so epic. It was like watching the cartoons. Hey, welcome to the channel. Today I review the DC film Black Adam. And as a reminder, Black Adam stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, which means the Rock rule is in effect. If you don't know what the Rock rule is, here is a quick reminder. Rock rule! The Rock rule states The Rock is immune from any negative criticism. Why? Because he's the greatest! Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? I can. Eyebrow! That means if The Rock is in a bad movie, guess what? It's not The Rock's fault, it's everyone else's! Eyebrow, eyebrow, eyebrow! Rock rule! So The Rock plays as Black Adam, and he was freaking cool. The Rock has that on-screen presence that makes you pay attention to him, and for playing a character that is quite brutal, The Rock does an incredible job of making you feel intimidated. He's big, he has this cold, menacing voice, and he has that manly scowl that sends shivers down criminals' spines. Some critics say The Rock gives a deadpan, big word of the day, performance, but I think that works for Black Adam because Black Adam is a hard-to-read character. In the comics, he's a villain, but not really. It depends on the day, and you don't know what he's gonna do. It keeps you on edge, and that's how I felt about this live-action version of him. And The Rock nailed that perfectly. You also have great supporting characters in Hawkman and Dr. Fate. Hawkman is played by Aldous Hodge, and he's the moral opposite of Black Adam, so there was a bunch of really fun tension between these two characters. And I thought Aldous Hodge did a remarkable job of portraying that feisty attitude that's required for Hawkman. Then you have Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate, secretly my favorite character in this. And I thought he was the heart of this movie. He was caring for everyone. I loved his mentor / friendship with Hawkman. He was just such an easy character to like. I just wanted to hold Dr. Fate in my arms and protect him from the world. Like, no one will hurt you, I promise. You also have two other superheroes, Cyclone and Atom Smasher, who I thought were cool. I liked them, but you know, they weren't major characters in this movie. They were just kind of there. Black Adam delivers on its promise of being a brutal superhero movie, and it makes the fight scenes extra fun. In this movie, Black Adam just goes crazy and kills the bad guys in a variety of ways. Electrocution, punching him through walls. At one point, he put a grenade in a guy's mouth. It also made me laugh whenever he just tossed these regular dudes into mountains or across the ocean, because it's like, it's not even necessary, but it's still funny. And then the fights between Black Adam and the Justice Society were so epic. It was like watching the cartoons. Dr. Fate, once again being awesome, had all these cool spells that would mess with Adam's head, or he would create duplicates of himself. It was tight. Then you have Hawkman and Black Adam just going crazy on each other. Just two big buff dudes hitting each other in the face, and I'm sitting there in the theater like, this is cinema. And there's a mid-credit scene to this movie, and all I'll say about it is, stay for it. Please stay for it. Unfortunately, Black Adam isn't as much of a game changer as it was hyped up to be. The plot, for example, is one of its weaker aspects, mainly because there's nothing special about it. It only serves to get the audience from one fight scene to the next, and that's pretty much it. There is this whole thing with the city of Kahndaq, where the movie takes place, about them wanting to get rid of this oppressive regime that's controlling it, but the movie doesn't dive deep enough into that, and that forces me to not care about it, and that sucks because I wanted to care. I thought that plot point had potential to be a great talking point about what it takes to fight for your freedom, and the suffering that's bound to come from doing that. But the movie just plays it safe and keeps it all on the surface level. Bad guy needs to be punched, day is saved. There's also a few moments in this movie where the dialogue gets really sickening, almost to the point where I'm sitting in my seat trying not to vomit into my lap. For example, there's a part where the little boy in this movie gives a motivational speech to the citizens of Kahndaq, and what in the Disney Channel was that? I was just there like, oh dear God, please make it stop, because it was so awful. Like, who wrote these lines? If a movie is gonna have a motivational speech in it, then they need to hire a motivational speaker or a professional, something like that, to write that speech, because the speech that we get made me want to throw rocks at that little boy. Not the actor though, it's not his fault, I'm just talking about the character. So does Black Adam change the hierarchy of power in the DC universe? Not really. The story's not great and you won't learn any valuable life lessons from this movie, but at least it's fun. The fight scenes are really cool, the performances are pretty good, especially from The Rock, so I left the theater like, yeah, okay, yeah. Black Adam is not what I wanted, but I'll take it. Like sugar-free soda. Make sure you check out even more of my reviews by clicking on the boxes right here, and I'll see you in a bit.